What's up, inspirators? How y'all doing? Tony Doyle, TonyDoyleInspires.com. Hope y'all are having a great day. Just wanted to pop in here real quick and talk a little bit about appreciation. Appreciation, I believe, is the key to living a life filled with joy and to overcoming a lot of the negative things we've got going on in our own individual lives and expounded in the world in general. So let's talk about why appreciation can help us overcome those things. Appreciation is one of the highest vibrations on the planet. Okay, it's akin to love, which, God is love. So literally, appreciation is loving the abundance around us. So if you want to break it down like that. So here's the thing, like, everyone can get in a negative funk, you know what I mean? And that it definitely happens, and we're human beings and we're really good at magnifying negative things and asking for help and health and wellness and those things, which once again is activating negative energy even when we try not to. So that's one thing. So we're really good at setting ourselves up and then digging a big hole and then recognizing the hole and feeling bad about the hole, and then feeling bad that we feel bad about the hole, and feeling bad that we recognized the energy of that and that we did it to begin with, and then we asked for some healing help, and then we feel bad that we asked for some healing help, and it goes on and on and on down the rabbit hole. So, like I said, human beings are really good at that. The key to stopping that is, as Abraham says, stop it before it gets too much momentum as it's going down the hill. A lot easier to stop something before it gets a lot of power and energy. Okay. Law of attraction tells us like energy attracts like energy. So that means a small little negative thought in the morning, if you don't slow it down, will continue, and the more you think about it, the more you're going to bring other negative things into it, and it starts compounding, right? Same thing happens with positive, though, and that's how we can nip it early. If you guys follow me, you know that I have a strict morning routine which gets me off to a great start, every single morning. Now there are mornings when that gets interrupted. There's emergencies, you never know. We all live with people or have neighbors and things like that. So sometimes it gets interrupted. We've got jobs. We've got different things like that. Me personally, I work with kids, so there's emergencies. We might have something at 4 in the morning, and I get up at 5 a.m. and I've still got that active negative thought. So none of us are perfect. We're all a work in progress, and by the same token, we're all perfect. So we don't beat ourselves up for those things, or that attracts more negative energy in that way too. So all we do is combat it with, in my opinion, the best thing to do is appreciation. There's lots of processes to get to it, but the closer you can get to appreciation, the better. Now I realize, and even Abraham Hicks teaches this, that you can't get to appreciation and love if you're in depression. It's just not a vibration that you can reach from where you're at. So it's best to get to the next level. Just reach for the next best feeling thought. Get to satisfaction if you can, and once you get to satisfaction, you can start reaching higher. A gratitude practice is great for that. So if you're somebody who bounces back and forth between a lot of negativity and a lot of positivity, where you've got that want to be positive, but you're still recognizing the reality that you've created previously. So there's, your negative stuff. You're watching a lot of TV and news, and into politics and he said, she said, and all that stuff. Um, you create negativity in your life. Okay. Obviously, the things that we think become the things that we live, and that's true for the negative stuff just like it is the positive. So a lot of people believe in manifestation and law of attraction on the good side, but they're not willing to admit and take full responsibility for creating the negative in their life as well. So I am here to tell you that we do create our own negative, but the good thing about that is we're in complete control and we have all the power. So never think you're powerless, because as long as you don't play the victim role and think that people are doing things to you, and you realize that you are in complete control, you're attracting those things to you by your thoughts. And once they multiply, it's really hard um, to stop and slow down. So we have to chip away at it, going back the other way, slow it down, and then eventually we can stem the tide and get it moving back over. But once you get out of that victim mentality, you have complete control. Okay, so please just take responsibility for what it is. I'm here to tell you right now. I will tell you point blank, we create our own reality, the good and the bad. Okay, so let's start there. Now, let's get back to appreciation. I have a line in the song: appreciation is the key to live a life filled with joy. And I 100% believe that. 100%. So if you're a person who's at satisfaction on the scale, which is kind of mid-level, you're at satisfaction a lot of your day and a lot of the days of the week, you are somebody who can absolutely use my appreciation practice, and use it super effectively to 10x your happiness and the amount of positive energy and positive things that you bring into your experience. Okay? If you're not quite there, if you're still somebody who's recognizing, a lot of the negative reality that they brought in there, and you're not willing to take 100% responsibility for it, I admit it's hard, and I don't want to, I don't want you to beat yourself up for it. I just want you to reach for a better thought and maybe have an idea that maybe what I'm saying might be true. If you can at least admit that much, that gives your subconscious, puts a little bit of room in there for growth. Okay, so at least do that for me if you're still on that negative path, and do your best to reach for satisfaction. Go for some gratitude. Okay, gratitude is a lower frequency than appreciation, but what you can do with gratitude is amazing, because what you can do is, if you can recognize your silver linings. Okay, so if every single time you overcome one of your negative thoughts and beliefs, if you celebrate that every single time, that's what gratitude is. And that gratitude will grow just like everything else in your life. Okay? Law of attraction will make sure it brings you more things to be grateful for. So the key is in the awareness. So when you are conscious of that and you're aware and you celebrate it, more good things come and more good things come. And before you know it, that momentum's headed up the track the other way. Okay? And that's what we want. So use gratitude as a practice. Use it all day, every day, as often as you can get it. So wherever you're at, use that to get up the track and start moving up. Okay? It's really hard, I understand, to get straight to appreciation, like I said. But if you are at satisfaction and you're somebody who can get there, I'm telling you, appreciation will keep you on, as Abraham calls it, that high flying disc, as much as so much. Like I said, nobody's perfect, and we all get bogged down from time to time when we have our moments and those things, but appreciation. So literally here's an appreciation practice for you, and I'm not going to keep you guys on here too much longer beating this horse, but I just want to let you know from my personal experience and my journey that once I was able to make this shift, once I was able to stay at satisfaction for a lot of my life, and move up the chain from hope to belief to knowledge to wisdom, once I was able to start heading in that momentum, appreciation is absolutely the key that got me up to the high flying disc in the vortex, as they would say. And I'm able to stay there most of the time through a lot of uh, earthly things that goes on, you know. So here's the key. Okay, if you are somebody who can practice this, you're at a high level. Even if you're not, try it out and see. Now, here's how you'll know if you're not quite able to do this yet. If you do this practice and it actually makes you feel worse because you feel bad about it not working, you're not quite there yet. You need to reach for some gratitude. Okay, so recognize those little wins until you can get up to satisfaction. Okay, but if you do this and you feel great about it off the top, it's working for you, and it's going to bring more and more better things in your life. Okay, so what I do in the very morning, I have an appreciation practice off the top. I do appreciation of 50 things. 50 things that I can appreciate that off the top of my head, either something I can look at as I wake up, or something one of my senses tells me is abundant and amazing. Okay? So I'm trying to stay in the here and now, and that's why I say use your senses as your guide, because anytime we use our senses, we're in the physical present. So now you could obviously visualize being on a beach, and that's a different practice. And that certainly, if when you're at a certain level, that visualization can also help you get high vibe. But that's not what I'm doing with an appreciation practice. Okay, I want to physically appreciate actual things that I can see in this 3D reality, senses. Okay. And what that's doing is training me to see those things all the time. Okay? It's beautiful to say follow your bliss, but if you don't recognize what's blissful in your life, that advice isn't very helpful, right? So once you can get up to that level, once again, satisfaction is mid-level, reach for the next, use that gratitude practice. When you can get up and literally appreciate or show love for the abundance all around you, and you can do 50 of those in the morning before you even get started, I promise you, you will stay high flying. Your energy will be great. You'll be excited about the day and the things that are going to be going on all throughout. And then use that appreciation throughout the day. You know? And I'm telling you, it'll happen automatically. Like your eye will catch flowers, blue skies. You'll see beautiful puffy clouds, and automatically see hearts in them, and like it's amazing and it's awesome, and it's beautiful to be alive. And when you recognize that and your awareness is there, there's just nothing like it in the world. And when you're super full like that, if you're somebody who likes to help other people, as I know a lot of us do, that's what your cup being filled is all about. When your energy is high like that, you can give and give and give, because you're also refilling all the time. So, and if you do slip down, you get into some gratitude. That's fine. Celebrate your little wins along the way. So You know, and let me just explain the reason gratitude is a lower vibration than appreciation, because appreciation is pure love, right? Literally, it's like that is the most beautiful blade of grass I've ever seen. That's amazing. Nature is amazing, right? That's appreciation. Now, gratitude still recognizes some kind of obstacle that you overcame, right? So there's a little bit of a lower vibration there because it's not a pure love. It's I was effed up, but now look at me, I'm better, in a good way. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with gratitude. Celebrate your wins. Use that to get up to appreciation. And when you can get up to where you're doing pure love, then you're going to be on the high flying disc. Promise. So, don't want to keep you long today. Just a quick one today on appreciation practice. Um, gotten several things, and I'm glad to send out healing vibes and good vibrations for for folks like that. And I think it's important to be supportive, but at the same time, I just want you guys to recognize, and if you can hear me now and you found my video, I think you're on this other vibration. But recognize when we do that, we are activating some of that negativity in there. Okay, so just like the belief that all things are possible, or how we can heal ourselves, or how we can manifest, the belief that negative things are coming to me, or that somebody or something is getting asserted into my health or wellness or well-being or happiness from outside sources, that belief also will fester and build. So just be careful what you're activating. Like I said, do some of this appreciation. Try it today. Write down, like physically, write down 50 things that you're appreciative of today. Off the top. First thing in the morning, if you can do that. If you can't get all 50 throughout the day, make it a goal to have at least 50 by the end of the day. Okay? And then tomorrow do the same thing, and don't use the same 50. Try to recognize 50 new things. Okay? And then try to do it just off the top of your head. And then try to do it like literally. Sometimes I make a game out of it, and I literally will turn my head and try to recognize how many things in my single field of vision, my hearing, my smell, my touch, anything right here, whatever I'm gazing at or listening to, like what can I appreciate out of that? What does that smell? Like, I love fresh mown grass. You know what I mean? Like, that's one of my triggers. Certain flowers are like so amazing to me. Certain smells, sometimes you might get a little whiff of, somebody cooking food or something, and it triggers great things in you. You know what I mean? Whatever that is for you, do 50 of them. And nothing's too small. If it's something you truly appreciate and you could connect to, as every single one of those is raising your vibration a little bit. So get into that. I hope that's helpful. Like I said, nothing big and impressive tonight, but honestly, this is how you change your life for the better. So on that note, it is big and impressive. At least it is to me. And it's absolutely the thing that's changed my life the biggest in the most profound way. As I've been on my journey in the last 5 or 6 days, 5 or 6 years, 5 or 6 days also. But yeah, so I started my shift maybe about 6 years ago. You guys know my story of getting to meet Dr. Dyer and Louise Hay and all those folks, and really being mind blown away, and just going into a frenzy of study. And just eating it up, and then Dr. Dyer introducing me to Esther and Jerry Hicks, and it's been like a whirlwind. But I'm telling you, out of all of those things and all that awareness and perception and all that stuff is great appreciation, So do that for me. Try it out. Let me know how it works. Also, if you have not already, please subscribe. Hit the little bell notification too, and or the little bell sign. It gives you a notification when I put out new videos. And like the video. If you like it, please show me some love. Like the video, share it out to your friends, those types of things. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in to NSPR8. We've got great stuff down the pipe. I'm telling you, I'm putting out a video every single day for the whole year, and I've got all kind of fun stuff lined up for you. If there's ever anything that you would like to see me put on this channel, feel free to type it in the comments, or go to the YouTube. Go to the Facebook group, NSPR8, and you can type it in there. I interact with everyone there every single day. So once again, thanks a lot. I appreciate you guys. And remember, if you can't find something that inspires you, so I'm telling you, you can if you use appreciation. But if you can't, be somebody that inspires somebody else, all right? All right, you guys have a good day. Peace. Love you guys.